Black women, I am absolutely overwhelmed with shock and sadness at what I have seen happen this week in this country. We have seen the arrival of the migrants that have diligently marched all the way from a war-torn Honduras, all throughout Central America, into Mexico. And now they are just 2 counties away from where I am, at the border, on the beach, defiant and resilient. I have seen our U.S. president attack not 1, not 2, but 3 Black female journalists, respectable journalists, stating that they asked stupid questions, being told to shut up. Complete disrespect for dark-skinned Black women. And yes, they were dark-skinned, that's important to mention, because I strongly feel, as many of you feel, that if these women had been of a different hue or a different ethnicity, they would have been spoken to and treated with the utmost respect. But they were not. We have seen the Washington Post, one of the most oldest and respectable periodicals in this country, and another Black journalists, actually 2, that have attacked Black male Republicans who have buckled under and cowered into the corner and gone against Black women, and they are supporting the Republican agenda, which is basically to strip this country of many liberties that poor people, minorities, and women, and even migrants depend on. I have listened to that little munchkin, that little troll, that little cockroach, the Obsidian Mamiya network, and his cronies, his henchmen. They have said horrible things about Black women, and they adamantly support the racism that those 3 Black female reporters have endured from our racist, bigoted president. I am ashamed to call myself an American. I am ashamed at the fact that Black men have simply turned their backs on their own people. This is a sad, sad day in America. It is a sad moment in Black America. I have no more hope for the Black community. I have a very small amount of hope for the future of this nation, this country. And I am embarrassed that we have who we have as our chief executive officer of the United States of America. Black women, these are dark days, and it's about to get a lot more darker. That little short bitch, Obsidian Mamiya Ali, him and his cronies and the rest of Black male YouTube that support the Republicans and Trump and push their hatred against their own people. These people are out of control. They have no shame. They have no compassion. They want these cuts, as that little short fuck would say it. Or maybe I should say it the way he says it. Cuts! Disgusting. Black women, let me tell you why I'm an advocate for the little guy. And that would include the elderly, the poor, the veterans, the homeless, children, poor people, because I have a compassionate heart. I don't like to see good people suffer. I don't like to see children suffer. I don't like to see children hungry, homeless. I don't like to see young moms hungry and homeless. I don't like to see people fleeing for their lives from war-torn countries like Honduras, only to be spit on by a government that actually stole this land from the indigenous people. How in the hell can you keep people out of their own land? I don't understand it. I am shocked. It's unbelievable. And black women, let me tell you something right now. The migrants, they have another problem, and this is just now being spoken about. But there's a small group of migrants. Maybe I should say it like this. There's a small group of members within the migrant caravan that have broken away because they're gay. These are migrants who are part of the LGBT community. And they're fleeing because where they come from, being gay is just not acceptable. Now, as an anatomically born, heterosexual, open-minded, liberal black woman, I say, what's the big deal? These people were in a town, a border town, and they were screamed at. They were told to get out. I don't know if it was because they were just migrants or because they were gay migrants. They did have the rainbow flag that they were flying in pride of who they were. But as a black woman, as someone who has endured sexism and racism, I feel bad for these people. Our government is upside down. Black men are siding with the enemy. They are pushing the agenda of the Republicans to cut services that would put poor people, children, poor families, the elderly, the sick, the disabled, out in the streets, homeless, poor, destitute. They are going to be, and I hate to say it, but I see it coming, and I hope I'm wrong, but I see it coming. I was looking at the Border Patrol officers sitting on horses, sitting on what looks to be like a dune buggy or something. They were on the beach, just sitting there watching some of the migrants climb up the wall and jump over. And I hope I'm wrong, but I'm afraid that when the rest of the migrants do show up, and they are coming, they'll be here within a day or two. Some of them are still arriving now. I'm afraid that if enough of them start to jump over the wall, these are unarmed people. These border patrol people are going to start shooting them. There was a young migrant mom with an infant baby that was able to get through the wall. And she was apprehended, arrested, and God, I don't know what happened to her. I don't know what her fate was. Hopefully she's still alive and her baby. Black women, we are under attack. This country is under severe stress. And the people that are in power are making some very bad choices that is very much against humanity. It's just, I'm trying to find the words. It's just, you know, it's Friday, and I fear that what's going to happen. I'm sorry. I just woke up, and I was just looking at all of this, all the news, and I'm just so shocked. I'm just so embarrassed. And that little obsidian guy supports all of this. He's such a prick. He's such a little shit. He was talking about me on a live stream about a day ago, little bitch. He was playing one of my content videos, mocking me, laughing at me. You know, I wish I could take that microphone, that box that he uses, and just shove it right down his fucking throat. He's a horrible man. He's a sexist. He's a misogynistic pig. He's a pervert. He's pro Trump, who's a racist. He wants to see his own people out on the street, destitute, poor, hungry black children with no food, no home. This man is disgusting. He's disgusting. And something needs to be done about this. I mean, that's why I keep posting the information about FBBF, Fight Back Black Females. It is an NGO that I'm trying desperately to start. And I need black women on board because these are dangerous times, black women. You know, if these migrants, I don't know if there's going to be food provided for them or anything because they're on the other side of the wall. I don't know what's happening right now in Texas and Arizona. I know what's going on here in California because I live in LA, which is just 2 counties away from the border. You have Orange County, San Diego, and right there is the U.S.-Mexican border. And there's several hundred people there. There's going to be several thousand people there. And eventually, if they do jump the border, I'm afraid a lot of them are going to be shot, men and women and children. And this is going to be a mark on America. And black men are going to have to answer for this because they're supporting it. And you have these black female journalists that had the courage, the backbone to stand up against, our chief executive officer. And he calls them stupid and tells them to shut up and sit down. These are journalists. You can't silence the press. We have freedom of the press. You can't silence them. You cannot belittle the press. You have to be respectful to the press. If it wasn't for the press, we would not know half the shit that goes on in this world. And these people, they put their lives on the line to get the truth out, these journalists. And it's embarrassing that we have a president that talks to the journalists as though they are house slaves. Field Negroes, house Negroes. It's disgusting. The last time I checked, the votes in Georgia, I believe, are still being counted. I am so hoping that Stacey Abrams wins because she will make history. She will be the first black American female to be governor of Georgia, a well-known racist, bigoted state that hung a lot of my ancestors from trees. This is a big deal. And you know something, I like I said before, I live in the arts district here in LA, and there are some men in this high-rise complex that I live in, just complete Trump supporters, black men, and I just want to punch them in the face. I can't even talk to these people. They're so stupid and sexist. It's unbelievable. Black women, I'm telling you right now that, when these cuts come, I hope you guys, like I said before, my heart goes out to single black moms. I have nothing but compassion for you. Nothing but compassion. I don't know how you do it, but I'm telling you right now, if this affects you, you better start stocking up. You better start being prepared because these migrants, as I was going to say earlier, these migrants, they're going to jump that wall in huge numbers. And not everybody's going to get shot if that starts to happen. A lot of them are just going to flood through, and they're going to be hungry and desperate. And I'm telling you right now, you better stock up and protect yourself because I feel that there's going to be martial law in some of the states, Texas, Arizona, and California, which is where the 3 U.S. borders are. And I see bad things coming, bad things, really bad. And just be prepared. And that little obsidian Mamiya motherfucker, he had the nerve to mock me and laugh at me. And him and his cronies were like, oh, she's stupid, she's dumb, she's an airhead, she doesn't know what she's talking about. I got the links at the bottom, you little short dick. I hope you're listening, you short bitch. You nutsack motherfucker. You're disgusting. I hope you hear this loud and clear, you little shit. You're disgusting. You want to see your own people destitute and poor and homeless. You sick fuck. You know, I wish I could just take your face and just shove it in that soiled, cum-stained couch of yours and just leave you there, you little bitch. You little short dick. Like, I tell you, black women, this, like I said, these are dark days. Get ready because it's about to be on. It's about to happen, and the shit is going to hit the fan real soon. Oh, all right, I'm out. Check the links in the description box. I'm out.